Welcome to Creole and Cajun Living with Bomb Cherry. In this video, I will be unboxing my brother PS500. Okay, so here it looks like it's my little bag, which comes with most sewing machines. We're going to go through that when we sit down at the machine and see what that is. Then I'm not sure exactly what this is yet, but I do know this has something to do with the thread, holding the thread. I'm not sure what this is, but I guess we'll find out when we get into opening it, okay? Here's the cord to bring power to the machine, okay? And that was at the top. It looks like there's a little slot down here at the bottom. And that will be the instruction manual. Okay, so this just looks like one of the brother machine cover. It covers the machine and protects it. A dust cover. Okay. Here's the foot pedal and cording to it. And the only thing left is the actual machine itself. Okay. There we go. And then it looks like I can just pull it out, grab it by the handle, and kind of kick the box to the side. There's nothing else in the box, as you can see. And I'm going to just set the machine up. Okay, this is the back side of the machine. Okay, so I grabbed the cord, right, because we won't be able to take a look at anything. But we will see where the cord goes. Let's check and see. Okay, so I have plugged it in. Okay, I want you to see where there's blue, that's tape. And the tape is there in order to make sure nothing pops open in transit and things like that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly remove that. Okay, as you saw that I removed the tape from around the machine. The reason you want to do that before you turn this machine on, especially the pieces, and there's some tape right here as well, which I am going to need to remove. Okay. Before you turn your machine on, you want to remove things because I'm not sure if it's going to do it for this machine, but most computerized machines, when you turn the machine on, the pressure foot moves. Okay, so you don't want anything that could be there that can possibly break anything. Okay, so this is my first time dealing with such an advanced computerized sewing machine. Okay, so I am going to have to sit at this machine and learn it myself. I do not know much about it, so I'm going to be doing learning this machine as I go. Power button is here, and I'm not sure if you heard it, but when I turned it on, you heard it clicking. I'm going to do it again so you can see, so you can listen. Give me a second. Turned it off. And see exactly what I told you would happen. Now remember, there was a piece underneath. There was a piece underneath this piece. And if this had been there, I'm not sure. Don't quote me on it, right? But this did shift. If this was still underneath, it may have broken the needle. At minimum, broken the needle. Okay, so make sure if you're opening something out of the box, remove everything. Now, the only reason I removed this, I'm not sure if you can even see it, it's a piece of paper that's protecting the pressure foot from the bottom. So I knew that wouldn't affect anything. But that is just a piece of paper. Okay? Okay, so now I'm going to just go through and we're going to talk about just some of the different things that's on this machine. And like I said, I will be learning this machine as I work with it, because this is not just a simple turn it on and start sewing type of machine. You have to know when you want to switch up your stitching and widths of your stitching and things. You have to know what. So guess what comes in handy for somebody like myself, and if you're new to this machine, it will be the manual. Okay, instruction manual in English. Okay, the parts of the machine and their functions. Okay, so here is one, and this is the top cover. Let's show it to you. This is the top cover to the machine, and that is how you open it. Now, let's see if I can get y'all closer to see some of these stitch types. What you'll find for you beginner sewers, you'll find that you only need a machine that has about 7 stitches. 7 stitches are your basic stitching. Okay, so just by going by the manual here, we have the top cover, we have the thread guiding plate, which tells you, this is the part where the thread goes. We have the spool cap, right? And the spool cap is this thing that holds the spool, right? The spool pin, this is the actual spool pin. Then we have the bobbin winder, right? It goes through there, and this is the bobbin winder over here. Then L7 is the LCD display, and that is right here, right? And that tells you where you are with your stitching and what type of stitch you're going to be sewing and things like that. Okay? And it also gives you, if you have an error, the error will show up here and you'll kind of know what you need to do with the machine. Okay, then we have number 8, which is your operational panel. Maybe I need to put on some light, but this is the area here. Let's see if I can get a better view for you. And that is where you put in your numbers, your stitch type, and things like that. Then we have number 9, which says that operation buttons and sewing speed, and that would be here. Okay, so this is my sewing speed, And I can sew without using the foot pedal, which if you watch me sewing downstairs, I don't have my foot pedal even attached to that machine. I usually sew with my fingers, right? There's ways to get it to start and to stop, and also my speed of how it stitches just with this. Now, if you're using your foot pedal, then of course you wouldn't need this, okay? Okay, if you look down here, this is called the flatbed attachment. And this is the flatbed, okay? And this is the attachment. You can remove this. There's a reason why you would remove it, depending on what you're sewing. And also, it also has an opening here, okay, which I hate. And then there's, if you can see, bobbin. It holds your bobbins, some of your feet. It holds this little gadget here, right? If you can see here, okay. It has a seam ripper. I have a couple of feet that are provided with this machine, and there's a basic foot already on there. Go through this another time. And this is a button foot right there, and it has a storage for 4 bobbins. But also there's, if you can see in here, you can also store things there, right? This is a zipper foot. I'm assuming that it goes there like that, okay? And I like this. When I saw this, I thought that was a plug, okay? Thread cutter, that's usually on the side over here. A lot of people don't even know about it, because I watch people use their scissors to cut that thread, which is shocking to me because it's right on the side here. Let me see. Now, on this machine, it's right here. You can't really, let me see. I don't think you could see it. Oh, yeah, you should be able to see it. You take, when you pull the fabric under, you put it, and you make the thread go here, and pull, and it just cuts. Simple, really simple cutting of your thread, okay? And then on here we have thread tension dial, and that's here, okay? And that's the tension, depending on what type of fabric you're using and different things like that, you would adjust your tension, okay? Boom. Okay, so I brought you to this side of the machine, and this is your hand wheel. This is when you need to raise the lower needle, right? You usually want to go this way most of the time, okay? Okay, so they mention this is the handle to the machine here. Pressure foot dial, right? To adjust the amount of pressure. So this has a pressure foot dial, which I've never seen on one of my machines. Then we have the pressure foot lever. That the pressure foot, it brings it up and down. Okay. Okay, so this is the pressure foot, which I've shown before in the unboxing. And what I'm going to do now is show you how to attach it. And it's right here. Boom. And then now you would sew with the pressure foot. I haven't sewn with a pressure foot in many years. Okay. I'm not saying it's good or bad. I just haven't. Mainly because I don't sit when I sew, but that's the reason why I put this in my bedroom. I can sit at this table and relax and take my time sewing. When I'm downstairs, I'm generally standing up. I do have a stool, but that table, my cutting table, is higher. So it was difficult to find a chair, that I can sit comfortably at. So before we end this, I do want to go through the little bag here. Now this bag usually has some good items. So if you have a machine that comes with the bag, make sure you take a look in it. Usually have extra needles and things like that. And things to help you add things and take things away from the machine. So let's see, this machine, it does come with some extra needles. Okay. It also comes with different caps for your thread caps. We got a larger and a smaller. I think the medium size is the one that's on right now. This is the medium size. And it depends on the size of your thread that you're using, right? That's to keep it in place. And I find that to be that this is a adjuster for when I need to open something. I've never used this before. Here go a double needle. Okay, you can use a double needle on mostly all machines. Just have to know how to thread them. This looked like a little something that I would need to open something on this machine. I'm not sure what yet. Okay. This is usually a thread cover. We have a little lint brush when you're going in and brushing out your machine. That's just regular maintenance. Okay, that's good to have. We have the key. This key here, and this is to open different things. I usually use this also to when I'm changing my needles, right? When you want to tighten things up, this is what we call the key. Okay, it's very important, so don't lose it. This look like, I'm not sure what this is. To be honest, I'm not sure. And this is also look like another type of gadget to open some things. Usually these things, these type of tools, make sure you keep those, because you will find that you need them when you have to open something or some adjustment on the machines. This one, I'm not sure because I've never even seen this tool before, but I do know it's a tool very similar to the key, which I call the key. I'm not sure if it's called a key, but it's very similar to this. You see, it'll get you in certain areas. And also this one. I've never seen this before, but I've never had a machine like this before. Okay? This upgraded. I'm not sure exactly what this is. Some type of cap. I'm not sure. Okay? I have this with all my machines that I have, but I've never used it. So I'm not even sure what it's for, to be honest. I guess I can look through the maintenance book and it'll let me know. This is good, but you can also get some other things to brush out. Usually you use this, like I said, depending when I'm sewing things like what is it called? Towels, right? When I go in and I'm sewing things, making towels, that type of fabric gets all in your machine. You want to get that out of there, right? Just basic upkeep with your machine. And that's what you usually find in here. I was hoping to find a walking foot. A walking foot is an excellent thing to have. If the machine comes with a walking foot, that's even better, right? Because they can be costly. That's what I was hoping to find in this bag, but I didn't. Okay, so this is just the basic unboxing of this machine. I'm going to hurry up and kind of put this video together so I can get it off my iPad, post it up, and then I will quickly start working on figuring out how to use this machine. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the thumbs up, share it with your family and friends, and don't forget to subscribe.